During our presentation on United States educational norms, we took a look at how the school system in the U.S. is structured into lower and higher education, as well as the type of degrees offered at 2- and 4-year colleges and universities. In this new section, we will discuss what U.S. instructors and schools expect academically and socially from students in the United States. From the time we're born, we are taught how to behave based on the culture, religion, beliefs, and attitudes of the society in which we live. These resulting behaviors, over time, become second nature. It is something we do on a daily basis without even thinking about them. The same is true when it comes to academic behavior, the way in which one reacts or behaves in a classroom setting. These, too, are based on social, cultural, and moral values that are instilled in us from the first time we step in a classroom. These behaviors may be slightly different from culture to culture, but all are based on the goal of gaining one's education and becoming a successful and contributing member of society. In the United States, college students from a very young age have learned certain rules of classroom behavior, such as speak up in class, answer and ask questions, make comments, join in discussions, and basically participate in all course activities. This also is true outside of the classroom, where students are directed to take part in a variety of academic clubs, societies, and sports. In a U.S.-based classroom, it is highly encouraged to get involved in class group activities, where everyone is required to have an equal say in discussions and actively take part in project work. When it comes to both independent and group work, students are expected to inquire or question why, when, where, and how. This type of inquiry-based teaching and learning becomes the main teaching method in higher education and a major component to being a successful student. In the United States, students have been taught they are entitled to a certain amount of what could be considered power or position in the classroom. They are free to question and probe the mind of any instructor as opposed to being inactive and listening to hours of lecture with no or little input. Now, as in every classroom around the world, there are those students who feel they have a bit more power than others, interacting or talking out more than most. On the other hand, there are also those that are just too shy to exert themselves in any class discussion. But in a U.S. classroom, the opportunity to actively participate, question, and interact are always there, and a great teacher or professor over time will entice even the quietest of students to open up and begin to communicate with their fellow peers and instructors much more in all class activities. Now, keep in mind, being successful in the U.S. as a student isn't easy even for those who have been born and raised here. U.S. college dropout rates are very high, with 1 in every 4 college students leaving by their sophomore or second year of college. The top reason for dropping out is often too much fun at the expense of classes and grades. U.S. students are provided the power and freedom to choose to go to class, to be prepared, be on time, and actively participate in their learning, which at this level becomes all self-motivation. No longer are there family or high school teachers to help students stay on the correct path. Many of these students, even after 12 years of lower educational experience, are unable to handle that much freedom. To help decrease these rising dropout rates and ease the transition of an increasing amount of foreign students wanting to take U.S.-based courses, many colleges have developed helpful tips to help everyone stay on track to reaching their educational goals. These tips include: attend all orientations, such as campus tours or freshman or first-year college meetings. The faster you learn your way around the campus, the more at ease you will feel with your new environment. If living on campus in a student dorm, get to know your roommates and others around you. many of these students will be experiencing the same changes or culture shock as you. Get organized. Many first-year college students are used to being herded around by teachers in high school, making sure you get your assignments and homework in on time. But at the college level, instructors expect you to be prepared before you come to class. This means knowing all the course materials, understanding assignments, and knowing their due dates. Sit forward in the front of the class or in the chair offered to you by an advisor within their office. The first row of seats will be placed a polite distance from the lecturer or advisor, so sitting there will be far enough away to show respect, but it will be close enough to help encourage you to interact. Go to class on time. It seems rather simple and obvious, but many first-year students give in to temptation and often find it easy to skip. Going to class not only helps you learn the material, but also provides an opportunity to gain vital information from the instructors about what to expect on tests, changes in due dates, and many other activities one could only get by actually attending the class. Also, know each course's requirements and due date. Instructors create what we call a syllabus. This syllabus outlines the course materials, activities, assignments, and grading scales so that you know exactly what is expected of you and when. Purchase a large calendar and write in expected homework due dates and test times. Talk with your instructors. Remember, U.S. students are encouraged to participate, speak up, and ask questions, which in the long run can only help you. Remember also to participate in class discussions, to try out your own understanding of concepts, and to raise questions of importance to you. Get involved on campus. Many new students feel a sense of homesickness and a feeling of not belonging. So it is highly encouraged to join student organizations, clubs, sports in order to make new friends, learn new skills, and feel more connected to your school. Take advantage of study resources available on your campus. Most colleges have learning labs and tutors to help you with your assignments. Also, make connections with students in your classes. Meet at least one new person in each class. This will help to expand your network of friends and create an important resource at times when you must miss a class. So keep in mind, society and academic norms in your own culture will ultimately affect your school participation and interaction. But hopefully following a few of these tips, as well as having patience and allowing time to adjust perhaps to a different set of college behaviors, you can be just as successful in a U.S.-based educational setting as you are in your own home country.